Hello, beautiful. Thank you for watching my video. This week I am finishing up the tulip purse. As a reminder, this is where we left off in the last video. If you'd like to watch parts 1 and 2, they'll be linked in the description. All that's left is to make the lining, the handles, and the tassel. I originally made this first tassel, but then decided it felt too small. Since the bag is so big, I feel it needs a big tassel to match. So I chose to try again, using a piece of cardboard that is twice the length of the card I used the first time. I didn't have the hardware for the purse yet, so I was winging it with yarn. As I said previously, the jewelry selection at my local Walmart is very underwhelming, so I had to make the 45-minute drive to the closest Michael's for any hope of any decent hardware. But I did get to make a stop at the nearby Produce Junction and picked up some tasty baby bok choy and dandelion greens as an added bonus. I'm not sure why I didn't show the keychains I bought, but this is an image from Michael's website. As always, the items I used will be linked in the description. I know the original image shows the tassel with a green top and a multicolored bottom, but I think it's unrealistic to make that. It would mean having all of the green yarn pushed to the outside at the top and then miraculously have it even dispersed throughout the bottom. However, I'm pleased with how it came out, and I like the multicolored yarn. I spent a lot of time debating on how to best construct the handles. I knew from the beginning I did not want to make a strap, just the handles. I thought the best course of action would be to crochet around a cord. I spent some time researching different types of cord and ultimately purchased clothesline cord at Walmart. It wasn't really what I wanted, but it was within my budget and would also leave me with a product I would probably use in the future for something else. Unfortunately, the footage of making the handles became corrupted, so I don't have it. Initially, I was using one piece of cord that measured 22 inches, but it didn't feel thick enough. I ended up sewing two pieces of cord together so they sat side by side. Crocheting around the double cord was the most difficult and tedious part of this project. After that was finished, I had to crochet the end pieces that would hold the silver rings that attached the handles to the purse. I then attached the pieces to the purse using white yarn. I've had some time to reflect on how to best construct the lining. If you saw the previous video, you know that my first attempt was a failure. I'm still not sure where I went wrong, but after reflection, I decided that changing the game plan halfway through the project was not the best course of action. I elected to construct the lining the same way I did with the outer shell, by making the 4 walls and then adding a bottom. Here are the measurements for each piece with seam allowance included. I'm trying to utilize the original lining as much as possible so that there's as little waste as possible. Unfortunately, I had some issues with the footage corruption again, so I don't have any footage of cutting the fabric, but I did use some of the scraps to make pockets for the lining. Here I am hemming the top of the pockets and then attaching them to the lining. After that, I pinned the 4 walls of the lining together and sewed along each seam. Then I attached the bottom. I ironed the top 1/4 inch of the lining down so it would be easier to attach to the bag. This was the second most tedious part of making the bag. It took longer than anticipated as I was watching a show and it was on a juicy episode, so I kept getting distracted. I'm actually watching something I wouldn't normally watch, Pretty Little Liars. I kept hearing people talk about it, and one day it showed up in my suggested shows on Hulu, so I started watching it. I'm deep into season 4 now, so I have to keep watching it to find out what happens. I'm not going to spoil anything, but while I was sewing the lining, I was watching the episode in which Arya finds the carnivore cookbook on Ezra's coffee table, and they have a little discussion on the ski lift. For anyone who saw the show, you know what a jaw-dropping episode that was, and I'm sure you understand why I kept stopping while sewing. With the lining attached, all that's left to do is attach the tassel, and voila! Here is the completed purse.
Feet on the ground, but my head's in the blue. Sunlight's a whisper, it's breaking right through. I'm a spark, I'm a flame, I'm a fuse. What's the use? Roll it back, let it flow.
So, how did I do? Is it comparable to the AI version? Please let me know what you think. I love how it turned out and I'm really excited about it.
Let it climb. Roll it back. Feel the glow. Catch the vibe. Let it show. Chill up, let your heart fly free. Chill up, come and dance with me. Breathe in, let it spin. We're a galaxy.
As always, thank you so much for your support. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and of course, stay crafty.